What is it that allows this team to keep finding success despite this kind of revolving door?
I think that we just have that no excuse approach. The guys that are coming in to help us are taking it as a great opportunity, and I think they're filling up our lineup pretty good, and they're doing a very good job. And the guys that are staying here, we're trying to help these guys with the system and stuff, and I think we're doing a pretty good job so far.
When you're going through that process, sometimes they say the best way to learn is when you teach, right? So when you have a bunch of new players coming in at that volume and you're going over the systems, how does that help you and your teammates that know the system well kind of improve, or maybe, better get to know the system, if you will? I don't know if I'm stretching there, but I do feel like there might be an opportunity to learn when you're trying to teach others.
Of course, like you said, when you have to not repeat, but when there's a new guy coming in, and you gotta tell them what to do over and over. Like there's new guys coming in every day and every practice almost. So um, you got to know it by heart, and that I guess it helps you remember, and because sometimes you can forget like little things and stuff, but when you have to repeat it every day or every second day, it sticks to your brain, and I guess it's just better for us.
I'll go to Mike in a second. This will be my last question for now. But a lot of the games that you're winning, they're not blowouts by any stretch. I mean, these are a lot of close games that you guys are winning. And this year, the difference being, there is a championship to play for, unlike last year. How much does that motivate the team? Going through these, we'll call them rough patches. I know you're successful in the process, but when you're going through the adversity, how much does that just motivate you, knowing that there is something to play for at the end of this year?
Yeah, like you said, last year was a bit rough that way. We kind of felt like we were playing games just to play games with no goal. Um, like you said, this year we have a main goal as a team, and we're it drives us to give everything, even though if we have some lineup adjustments, and it drives us to we want to get as much points as we can and try to get as high as we can in the standings. And yeah, it's easier to play that way when we have a common goal as a team and something that we want to accomplish together.
Okay, we'll swing it back to Mike Sawatsky.
Hi, Jimmy. I'm wondering if has there been a moment or a game in the last month or two where it kind of hit you that this team had real possibilities, that maybe a comeback or some kind of a moment where you saw this team had strength that you didn't expect?
Yeah. I'd say that game in Milwaukee when our lineup was I think we only had two regular defensemen in our lineup, and we were just struggling to find guys everywhere just to have enough players to play, and we still ended up winning that game. And then we went to Grand Rapids, and we also did a great job over there. So yeah, it struck me there that we had a. It's not only that we're winning games. I think it's the way we're winning them too. Like we're really competitive, and I like the way, like, it's not always pretty, but we're getting the job done. And usually from my past experience when I played in the playoffs, that's how it is. Like you're not gonna win every game with some highlight reels goals and stuff like that. So yeah, I really like the way we're playing, and that everybody is bringing something to the table. We need all our guys, like even our the guys that started on the fourth line. They're with all the call-ups and stuff, they had to fill a bigger role, and they did just that, and I think we're doing pretty good. So yeah, I'd say that game in Milwaukee was it really struck me that we have a good team.
Do you recall when that was exactly?
I don't remember the date, but it was when we went when we came back from Texas. We had two games in Texas. We had a game in Milwaukee in the middle there, and then we went to Grand Rapids. That's when it happened, the past trip.
Okay, so who gets the credit for something like that? Is it you're the captain? Is it the leadership of the team? Is it the coaching staff? Who's responsible for pulling that all together?
I think it's a little bit of everything. But I'd say mainly the guys that are stepping up in bigger roles. I'd say those are the guys that, because these guys, they come in expecting to play a role this year, and then they have to play a bigger role, and they're just doing a great job at it. So I guess that's all to their credit.
Thank you.
Yep. And we'll wrap up with Jacob Stoller.
Hey Jimmy, Mark Morrison Eric Dubois talked about the leadership group, speaking about how important it is to be an inclusive teammate, and that's kind of been a message you guys have gone by. In your eyes, what does it mean to be an inclusive teammate? Like, in which ways does that kind of come about?
I'll speak from my past experience. When I was coming in a new group, and from the first day, everybody comes to you, introduce themselves and stuff like that. Those are little details that goes a long way, and that's what we're trying to do. Like, especially with all the call-ups we had, I think it's important to bring these guys and make them comfortable as soon as they come with the team. And I think that's the main thing. Just trying to get to know everybody as quick as you can, and I think we're doing a pretty good job at it.
The coaches have said a couple of times how your group isn't really a cliquey group, and there's not really small little groups. You guys are truly a team, and that much is true even this year, like last year, with so many new guys. The fact that this group that with many of you guys played together a while is so welcoming to others, what do you think that says about the character of the people inside your dressing room?
I think the management really did a good job in getting guys that are, inclusive, and some great guys all around. And I think, and it's true what you said. Like and also it goes with we're winning a lot of games too. So the mood is pretty light in our room, and everybody's getting along with each other, and I think we're just a great bunch of guys who are having fun right now, and that helps the mood of the team for sure.
One last question. How do you think that going on the road has really helped your group bond tighter together?
It did. Also, we lost a lot of guys in that trip, and but it never changed. I think the guys that stayed here, we just brought those new guys along, and when you're on the road too, like especially now that we can't go anywhere and we're always together, I think it brings us a little closer even. So we're having fun.